Good morning, everyone. It is 7:35 on Sunday morning, and this is week 5 weigh-in. I'm not going to waste any time this morning. I'm going to get right to the weigh-in, and then I'm going to have a coffee, a shower, etc., etc. Come back to you in an hour / 1 minute for you, or seconds actually. So here comes the weigh-in. $220.4. All right, so with that being said, I'll see you in a second / 1 hour. Okay, I'm back. 1 second has passed for you, but it's actually been just over 2 hours. I've had my shower and my coffees, so I feel a little bit more human. Regardless, I'm going to get right into it. So I did my weigh-in just a second ago, and I'm going to talk about that this morning. Before I get into that, I'm going to quickly reiterate. I am going from fat to fit. I've started now 5 weeks ago. I am doing a mix of cardio, weights, and diet to try to lose that 30 pounds. And I want to also say really quickly right now, just to reiterate why I'm doing this. There again remains some people that think that I'm doing this for some public notoriety or something silly like that, or more importantly, that I have some type of businessy scam that I'm going to try to pull at the end of this. That is in fact totally false. The main reason why I'm doing this, again, is because I need the accountability right now, and this, I'll tell you, has been working. I will also say that this past week, I did have a few moments where I actually said to myself, why am I doing this? Because I am being so strict that it's actually painful at times. And I kind of said, here I go, I have to say in front of everybody what I weigh. If I just had a few more calories in me, maybe I could increase my weights a little bit, or it would just be a little bit easier. But then, of course, that's the bad person talking on this shoulder. Then, of course, the angel on this shoulder says, well, if that was in fact the case, there's a reason why you got up to, at my highest, 251 pounds. And quite honestly, I'd start cheating again a little bit more regularly. So regardless, I'm sticking with this. Like I said, this has been working, period. So I want to talk really quickly about the scale now. So last week I said I was changing my scale. We ordered a new one from Amazon, which you'll see from my weigh-in was a different scale. The reason why, the other one was old. It went in 0.5 increments. It was about 8 years old and a cheap piece of garbage. I also said that I was going to show you the 2 weights on each scale to be very transparent. Here's what happened though, and this, I cannot make this up. So I stepped on the 2 scales when I first got them. I think it was Monday or Tuesday of last week, and they were 2 pounds difference. So the new scale shows me 2 pounds lighter, which is kind of a good thing because I think that's going to be the more accurate one because it's more expensive and new. And I went, okay, that's fine. So now I would have to lose a little bit more weight. Then I stepped on it again immediately and went up to 2.2 pounds differential. So then I was like, okay, what's going on? Stepped off again, and then it just yo-yoed, and the other scale shot up to 3.5 pounds difference, actually showed me gaining weight all of a sudden, and was all over the map. Needless to say, I was so heavy, I guess I broke the first scale. So it doesn't work at all now, so I cannot show you that, but you're gonna have to take my word for it. What I'm using as the metric is 2 pounds difference. I know I worked my butt off this week. So now my new end weight, because I started at 237 on that other scale, my new end weight with the 2 pounds difference is now 205. So now my new start weight would have been 235. I hate to do this midstream, but I can tell you I'm being brutally honest, because if I wasn't, I certainly wouldn't have disclosed the 2 pound difference, which makes me have to lose 2 pounds at my final weight again. But I told you I'd be honest, so that's the reality. So it's 2 pounds difference. So my weight loss this week was essentially two pounds, just a hair over 2 pounds. And that's what it is. I can tell you, sorry, I have a little bit of notes here actually, believe it or not. This week, what I did is I said last week I was going to try to increase my cardio a little bit. Well, I lied. I increased my cardio a lot. Charles Couto, again, a good shout out to him. About a week and a bit ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, he just tagged me, I guess you call it, on a link to a walking video of all things. And I kind of looked at it initially and didn't take too much stake in it. However, I watched it again after my last weigh-in, which was very disappointing, of 1 pound. And I realized that I'm incredibly in between, even though I'm working my butt off in the gym, in between that, I am at home. So I'm not even walking as far as I would say when I was in the office to the washroom, walking from parking lots, all those little things that kind of add up. So I got to do something more because I have to lose more weight. So I basically upped my cardio, and I've done cardio every single day this week. So that's 6 cardios. Most of them, when I have a weight training day, have been walking for 45 minutes. I've also this week went for a few evening walks after supper. So I'm just trying to increase my moving around to try to drop a few more pounds. The thing is that I can't do any further. I told you I was cycling my carbs a little bit more this week. I could, but I shouldn't reduce my calories any more or much more than I am right now, because I'm going to end up sacrificing my weight training, which again, I'm looking for overall total body composition change here, not just strictly the scale. So I have no other choice but to keep the exercise up. So again, I did not cheat this week. I did not drink a drop of alcohol. I am again not drinking alcohol for the entire 12 weeks. And from this point forward, I'm going to be doing a ton of walking / my intervals and just upping my cardio generally. The only other thing I really want, well, there's a couple other things I want to say, but muscle versus fat. I want to quickly reiterate, many of you know this, but some may not. My numbers on my scale may not be that impressive right now, because I know that if I wasn't lifting weights, that I'd be dropping weight a lot quicker for a couple reasons. I would be losing some muscle with the fat, as well as I certainly wouldn't be putting on any muscle. So my scale numbers would just be so much higher. So for those that think that, oh, maybe I am cheating, I guarantee I'm not. I just am working out hard in the gym to try to put on as much muscle as I can while I'm dropping fat behind it. And of course, my cousin reminded me last week, thanks Becky, which I know, but it was a nice thing to hear, that muscle is more dense than fat. So this much muscle the size of a fist might be about this much fat in perspective. So as a result of that, that's also a reason why my scale is going down slow. Now, what I'm going to do now, this week, I'll also say this too, sorry, that last week, I had one day where honestly it was really challenging for me, a couple days actually, physically, but one day really challenging where I just wanted to pig right out, but I didn't, and I'm not going to, and I'm going to stay strong. I have, like I said, 5 weeks down, 7 more to go, so you know what, I'm making progress, and that's the best I can do. Okay, so this week I am going to do 2 posts, actually 2 video posts. I'm going to post on Saturday a video, and in this video I'm going to actually just run through all the different snacks that I kind of choose as my snacks of choice. I like variety in my diet, and so I'm just going to show you some things that I've kind of found that are actually very helpful for me when I'm in the snack category. So I'm going to do a video on that on Saturday, because there are some people, like I said, that I know are trying to do this, so maybe I can show them a few different things to actually just be helpful. And then of course, next Sunday will be week 6 weigh-in. And on week 6 weigh-in, of course, I promise I will be stripping this off again, like I did on the first weigh-in, and show you kind of my progress. I have a lot more to lose, no secret there, but I think I've made some okay progress with ways to go. So that will be next Sunday's weigh-in. And I'm gonna just stay true to the course. I'm gonna keep doing all the things I'm doing. 4 weight workouts this week, 6 cardios this week, and I'm gonna try to do a few more evening walks and carb cycle. And that's it. So without further ado, thank you for watching. I will see you on Saturday for snack time, and see you next Sunday, week 6, weigh in and reveal.